Hi, Dysthymic Dad here. Today I'm going to talk about validation and also supply, to what extent they are the same, to what extent there might be a subtle difference. First off, if you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I was thinking today about the term validation. Now, in normal, day-to-day life, the way that that word is used is, at least to me, almost like, verification, confirmation. To me, that's, the word valid, meaning correct. It has a very specific meaning. And when we talk about narcissism and narcissistic supply, it seems like a lot of that's just thrown right out the window. That narcissistic validation has a very specific meaning in that context. So, for example, when a narcissist is, quote, seeking validation, what they actually mean is they are seeking validation of the false self, period. So there could be, 100 different ways that they go about doing that. And some of them could be positive, some of them could be negative. And as far as the narcissist is concerned, it doesn't matter. They just want the false self to be, validated by external sources. So if I can give some real world examples of this, my ex-wife was a malignant narcissist, very confrontational. Everything was an argument. She would just sabotage everything in sight. She had very much a my way or the highway mentality and way of just kind of going through life like a bulldozer. And and you would think, okay, that doesn't work too well, because just everyone's gonna hate your guts if you go through life like that. And kind of, for her getting validation, that was part of the idea. I mean, she felt that she was exerting control through confrontation, argumentation, being difficult, sabotaging, that somehow that was, making her powerful. And as such, that was reinforcing her false self that she was building. It's like, I am powerful, I am in control of my life, nothing happens in my life unless I, say it is so. That was kind of the narrative that she had. My ex-girlfriend, the covert narcissist, as you can imagine, it was sympathy. It was, woe is me. I've got this difficult project at work. My radio doesn't work in my car. I'm so jealous that people younger than me are going on vacation when I can't afford to do so. I have this physical ailment. I have this, mental illness. It was just always throwing out these hooks, trying to, basically, throw the bait out there and hook people in to give her sympathy. And say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that, you're going through that. And for her, that was her validation of, oh, okay, I exist because I'm getting this attention. And not only do I exist, but the fact that they are picking me out of everyone else in their social circle, in the city, in the state, in the world, means that there's like a level of importance there, and not just the fact that they're picking me out to give sympathy, but also that my problems are that large. And so, and in a weird way, it was almost, it was also validating her problems, were which were real, but very much exaggerated, harped on, or made much more the focus than a non-covert narcissist would. So I mean, to me, I think that that's very much a more accurate description or explanation of the term. Narcissistic validation is just kind of that validation of the false self. How does that tie in with supply? If you look up the answer, or even if you just have experiences with narcissists in your life, for the most part, they're the same. It is just, I think the only subtle difference, and this is really splitting hairs, is where the narcissist, instead of getting attention focused for the purpose of reinforcing their false self, it might be something where they're getting accolades, or the opposite, maybe making someone fear them, or making someone dread them or miss them. The narcissist goes no contact, basically deads a person, but then kind of hoovers on the sides to be like, okay, are they missing me? Okay, good, that's what I want. So at that point, there it's not as much about reinforcing the false self. It's just kind of a power trip. And so I think that's another differentiation between supply and narcissistic validation. But again, it's really splitting hairs. I think 95% of the time, narcissistic validation and supply are going to be used basically interchangeably. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Thanks.